Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we dissect, understand, and navigate the complexities of human connections. I'm your host, Adam Lane Smith, bringing you another insightful session, hopefully, that's aimed at paving a smoother road for your relationship journey. Today, we've got a hot topic on the table, the world of dating, but with a twist that you probably have not considered before. Picture this, two distinct dating pools operating in parallel in our society, each one characterized by a different set of attachment styles and behaviors with a wall between them. Now, if you're between the ages of 20 and 40 and you're finding yourself entangled in a series of messy relationships, or maybe you're chronically single or you're puzzled by a continuous cycle of bad breakups, then buddy, this video is crafted just for you. Our goal today is simple yet transformative. I aim to enlighten you about the existence of a second, more secure dating pool you've probably never heard of. It's a place where relationships are built on trust, consistency, and depth. But hold on, because we're not just stopping at the reveal. We're diving deeper, much deeper, to help you transition from an insecure attachment style to a secure one. That's going to empower you to forge those connections with people that are loving, fulfilling, and long-lasting. So sit tight as we unravel this tapestry thread by thread. And hey, you know what? Keep your notepads ready because this session today is going to be packed with insights drawn from various domains, including those fascinating Mouse Utopia experiments I've been talking about lately, and some of that critical analysis of the RedPill community. All right, let's plunge right in. Now, before we dive fully into the depths of the two different dating pools that exist, it's essential to set the stage by giving you a bit of a backdrop. See, understanding those nuances of human behavior, especially in the realm of relationships, is almost akin to understanding a complex, intricate piece of art. It demands that we dive deep into the science of attachment theory first, which, believe it or not, has its roots and well planted in our early childhood experiences. You've heard me go on and on about this. Here's what you need to know in a nutshell. Attachment theory is basically a psychological framework that tries to explain how we form bonds with other people, especially in terms of relationships. At its core, attachment theory suggests that the way we attach to significant figures in our life, predominantly in our earlier years, will profoundly influence our relationships as we become adults and dating and marriage, all those good pieces. Now, picture two distinct realms in the dating world operating in parallel, yet hardly ever intersecting. These different realms are characterized markedly by different attachment styles and different behaviors. They represent two segregated dating pools, one focused on secure attachment and nurturing meaningful connections, and the other one revolving more around insecure attachment, which leads to a cycle of unfulfilling relationships over and over and over. But you might be wondering, how do you identify which dating pool you're swimming in? Or how do you navigate your way to the pool that promises those deeper connections and those fulfilling bonds? Well, don't worry, because we're about to dissect each pool right down to its very core, and that'll offer you not just some insights, but actionable steps to foster those healthier attachments that's going to get you there. So stay tuned. First, we're going to explore the serene waters of the secure dating pool, where the focus is more on character and less on superficial allure. Then we're going to do the insecure pool after that, and that'll sound probably agonizingly familiar to a lot of you, but don't worry, we'll get you there. All right, folks, let's begin our journey by stepping into the secure dating pool. Now, imagine a place where relationships are built on trust that's earned, open communication, and mutual respect. It sounds dreamy, right? Sounds like unicorns farting rainbows. But I assure you, this is not a fairy tale. This pool does exist, and it's more vibrant and fulfilling than you might imagine. The people in this pool, in the secure pool, are focused on missions and goals. They eye opportunities everywhere instead of dwelling on the risks. And they seek partners who exhibit consistent and trustworthy behavior. That makes them gravitate toward people who prioritize character over mere appearance or charisma or feelings. Now, you might be wondering, what fuels these wholesome attributes? It's a solid foundation of secure attachment cultivated from an early age or developed later. These individuals usually were fortunate to experience loving, attentive, and responsive caregiving, which molded them into adults capable of forming healthy bonds. Also, they may have repaired a lot of that damage. They may have done a lot of work. I help people transition from one pool into the secure pool to become secure. You can become this over time. You see, these people, they are not chasing the dopamine highs that come from fleeting moments of pleasure. Instead, they find joy in the deeper, more sustained connections that grow over time. These are the folks who understand the essence of true partnership, where being open and vulnerable, by the way, is not seen as a weakness, it's viewed as a strength. Here's one important difference, though. Please don't mistake these people's focus on character and principles and mission as dull or mundane. These individuals lead exciting lives. They're filled with loving relationships and loyal connections, primarily because they're not occupied with constantly impressing other people. Instead, they seek their fulfillment through personal growth and by nurturing genuine relationships. In this pool, you're going to find individuals who embody qualities reminiscent of the early mice in the famed Mouse Utopia experiments, that they thrived in balanced, structured environments. You might have seen my earlier video on those series of experiments, the Mouse Utopia, but I didn't cover earlier some of the environments that were created fostered really healthy societies and really healthy mating behaviors. Only the later universes, like Universe 25, produced the horrible effects that we're seeing today in the insecure dating pool. Like those earlier mice in the more balanced environments, these secure people focus on building a life that's rich in content, marked by harmony, mutual respect, and really good family bonds. But here's the kicker, folks. The secure dating pool, it's not exclusive. It's not a secret club that you can't get in. It's accessible to anybody who's willing to work on themselves, to grow and to evolve into individuals who are capable of fostering healthy relationships. That's you, and we're going to get you there. Now, as we transition, let's take a dip over there into the turbulent waters of the insecure dating pool next, where the dynamics are starkly different, but they're equally significant to comprehend. All right, brace yourselves as we venture into the realm of the insecure dating pool. This is a place that unfortunately might be all too familiar for many of you. That's okay. We're going to get through it. Now, folks, this is where things get a bit stormy. Here we're going to find individuals who are grappling with attachment styles like anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Often these stem from experiences early in their lives where their emotional needs were not met adequately. They got scared, they got hurt, and they didn't know how to deal with it, so it broke. Imagine a place where the constant quest is to be more interesting, to create an allure so potent that other people can't help but want to be around you all the time. It's like constantly putting on a show, wearing a mask that hides who you really are, and it's fueled by fears and insecurities all the time. That's exhausting, isn't it? Now, in this insecure pool, relationships are marred by a lack of openness and vulnerability. Individuals are more focused on protecting themselves, on minimizing potential harm, than on fostering genuine connection. It's almost like everyone's playing a solitary game. They're wary of revealing their cards to anybody else lest they give away their vulnerabilities. If you've seen on Twitter the argument that if a man ever shows any weakness to his wife ever, she will leave your house immediately and cheat on you with your best friend on your front lawn just because you told her you had a feeling, that's where this dating pool gets that from. These are the thoughts. These are the feelings that are happening. Now, the RedPill community, a group that you might have come across or heard discussed on this channel, unfortunately, they thrive in these waters. Now, they've anchored themselves firmly in the belief that this insecure dating pool is the only reality. That fosters tactics for them that encourage manipulation and power play, further deepening that divide and the mistrust among all the dating individuals. Men and women, both, are making the dating pool so much worse because they don't think there's anything else. They're freaking out. They're attacking each other. The internet is going nuts with the arguments because they don't think there's another way to date. They don't even understand that there is a secure dating pool. But here's where it gets truly tragic. This cycle of insecurity and fear breeds isolation and loneliness, much like the later stages of the Universe 25 Mouse Utopia experiment, where social structures crumbled due to overcrowding and competition, with women abandoning maternal instincts to prioritize pleasure or status, and men, at first, competing viciously for territory, but then withdrawing entirely, and the rise of obsessive narcissism. As we become more like the mice in Universe 25, this dating pool grows far, far worse, to the point of despair, even suicide. But there is hope. While the waters here in the insecure dating pool might seem murky, individuals are not doomed to remain there. Recognize that the existence of the secure pool is your first step towards initiating that change, towards striving for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. That gives you hope. It gives you an alternate to the fear-mongering from radical feminism or the RedPill ideology. You don't have to just survive in the broken pool. You can shift to a healthier place with people that you can trust. Guys, that's the whole point of doing this attachment work. That's why I built my attachment bootcamp video course that shows you how to do that and get better in just 10 steps. This is the point of getting better. so that you can shift from one pool, not just for dating, but friendships, into the secure pool. Now, how does a person make this transition? Let's explore that next as we chart a path toward fostering security and deeper connections in the final segment of our journey here today. Now, I will say this, the transition from the insecure pool to the secure dating pool is not an overnight journey. It's more like a pilgrimage where each step you shed a layer of insecurity and fear and mistrust. Slowly but surely you transform into a person who's ready to embrace love in its purest form, to look for opportunities, to look for authentic connections. Now, if you've read my book, Slaying Your Fear, you know there are some key steps that you need to take. Today, I'm going to shift that perspective and give you 5 easy steps to follow. Well, simple steps, maybe not easy. If you want to make your entrance into the better dating pool, these 5 steps will get you there. So first things first, let's talk about recognizing where you stand. It's essential to take a hard look at yourself and understand the underlying factors that are fueling your attachment style. This is not about casting judgment. It's just about awareness. So whether you have found yourself entrenched in the red pill mentality, or you're caught in a cycle of bad breakups, or you're chronically single but hate it, know that recognizing these patterns and your relationship patterns is your first step towards change. If you need help with that, I have a free attachment styles guide handy for anybody who needs help figuring out if you're struggling with this issue. You can pick that up at the link down in the description. Now let's talk about the exciting part, transformation. To embark on this journey of change, you're going to need to cultivate qualities like openness, vulnerability, and empathy. It's about fostering a mindset where you view relationships not as a battlefield to survive, but as a garden where mutual care, trust, and respect blooms flowers. Flowers of love. I can't help myself. Now, here are those 5 actionable steps that can help you navigate toward that more secure pool. Step number 1 is self-reflection and self-awareness. Begin by being introspective on your behavior patterns in yourself. We mentioned this a moment ago. Understand your triggers and what fuels your fears and your insecurities. In my book, Slaying Your Fear, I talk about finding your core principles and goals and being aware of where you fall short in your own eyes. That is a big part of this process. Now, step number 2, therapy and coaching. Consider seeking some professional help to work through deep-seated issues that are holding you back. Sometimes having an expert guide you can make all the difference in the world. For example, I've got single sessions and a private coaching community that you can try out if you want some direct help. Get some assistance, especially if there's a diagnosis holding you back or you want to bust through some really big challenges. Get some help on the big pieces so that you can tackle the other ones without complications. Step number 3, communication skills. Learn to communicate openly and honestly without fear of being judged. This is about creating a safe place where you and your partner can share freely. This is really important for the secure dating process. This can be hard at first, but there are a few tricks to making this shift. Check out some of my earlier communication videos all over this channel to find the right balance. I've got my 3-date method. Check that video out. I've got how to clear up your communication issues in under 9 minutes. Check that one out. I have a ton of material here on this channel to give you those skills that you need. 400 videos worth. You've got this. Step 4, community engagement. Surround yourself with individuals who exhibit that secure attachment traits. Learn from them. Draw inspiration and start adapting these healthy behaviors. Think of it this way. If you want to learn French, you probably should go live in France and immerse yourself fully in the culture so that you're using the language every single day. You don't just learn it off of a computer and then never ever practice it with another human being. Learn these skills and then use them all the time. Your tribe, your circle, your team, whatever you want to call them, it's going to be a huge part of your dating life. And they're going to serve as proof that you're capable of having healthy relationships. Secure partners are going to look for this. And the practice you get with them is going to make you a native in the secure dating pool. Really important. Step 5, patience and perseverance. Remember that this journey is a marathon. It's not a sprint. This requires time, effort, and a lot of self-patience. Get some support along the way for when you feel discouraged so that you can keep working at it every single day, because there will be hard times. And here's the magic part, folks. As you embark on this transformative journey, you're going to notice a shift in yourself over time. You're going to start attracting individuals who resonate with your newfound security. That's going to help you form connections that are deeper, more genuine, and incredibly fulfilling. So in essence, you're not just moving towards a more secure dating pool, you're also fostering rich, vibrant community around yourself, where love, respect, and loyalty are the norms instead of the exceptions. These relationships will not be based on you being interesting and stimulating others or playing a constant fake role. In fact, doing that would be a huge red flag that makes them want to leave you. Instead, they want to connect with the authentic you, the person that you are based on your character and your mission. That's what makes you interesting to them. And it's what will open the door to the secure dating pool. So as we wrap up today, please remember this. If nothing else, remember this. You have the power to change your dating pool, to step out of the shadow of insecurity and into the warm embrace of secure, loving connections with people that you can actually trust. Remember, folks, this is not just about finding a partner. It's about building a life that's enriched with loving relationships and loyal connections. And as your attachment specialist, I'm here with you every step of the way to guide, to inspire, and to help you navigate these complex waters of human connections. Thank you for joining me today on this enlightening journey. Please do not forget to check out the other videos on this channel where we dive into topics like escaping the red pill mentality, finding love, and fostering healthy relationships. And stay tuned for more. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.